Hello, all 12 of my subscribers. I'm very popular, I know. Uh, this is Lego Transformers Phantom. I made a video on him a while back, but he's gone through so many changes since then that I decided to do an update video. So this is Phantom version 2. So starting right off, we're going to take a look at the robot mode. As you can see, his arms relatively stay the same. The wings has changed quite a bit, but the head, torso, the waist joint, that's stayed the same. The legs and the wings and backpack are the major changes, as well as a bit of the arms. So, starting at the legs, you'll notice that they're no longer ball joints. No longer ball joints at the knees. That's because while the ball joints were good for stability, durability, that kind of thing, they didn't allow for quite a large range of articulation. They can only bend to 90. These can bend way further. Another thing is the feet. He still has the thrusters on the back, but he also has larger heels and these little bits. Of course, he still has the little smaller wings on the back of his ankles, calves, whatever. This is going to stay the same. It's just, I just found this to be a better design overall. Yeah. For the wings, I got a lot of new pieces. I also revamped the shoulders. I got a lot of new pieces for the wings, and I decided to, revamp that, redo that. And you'll notice that the backpack is different. Now, Phantom, he's gonna have a backpack. That's just how he works. I can't really figure out how to. I'm not smart enough to put the cockpit into the chest, so I just put it on the back, and it works. The wings, instead of being able to more freely move around, they have a set place to stay, which is, that works. I like it. Now, of course, the joints, they're all on stud friction, so they can pop off really easily, which is unfortunate, but, work of the design. So, heading straight into articulation. Because of the new backpack, his head is a bit more limited than last time, but he can still look up all the way, but he can't really turn his head because the little horns or antenna or whatever bump into this section right here. But he can still turn his head full 180 degrees, and he can still look up a decent amount. Still can't look down, which is unfortunate, but yeah. Shoulders are totally revamped. There is one joint in the torso and one joint out of the torso in the actual shoulder, so that allows for much wider range. There's a cut piece, there's a cut stud right here to allow this to go down a lot more, which is fun. He also has much better butterfly joints than last time. So yeah, his shoulders can definitely do a lot. Elbow joint is still the same as last time, one of those studs with a bar on the side, which I really love those pieces. They are very, very handy. I also changed the back of the forearm. You'll notice I used kind of a reverse jumper plate. I don't know what it's called. It's not a jumper plate. It's one of those 1x2 plates, tiles, whatever it's called, with 2x4 on the side, so that allows for this, and I just think it looks a lot better. Let's see, his waist. So if you get the arms out of the way, his waist can still do the same as last time. I don't know how much I changed about that. It can still rock side to side, or forward back. Still can waist can still rotate 180 degrees, and all of that jazz. So. For the legs, they can go in and out. These bits stop it, but you can compensate for that with the with the ab joint, so that doesn't bother me too much. This kept popping off, so I did what I guess some would consider taboo, and I hot glued this bit and this bit right here to keep it from popping off all the time. It was just getting annoying. I may end up changing this because if I ever get one of these pieces in green, because whatever. The knee joint can bend way past 90, like well past 90, and can still rotate right above the knee. His knee pad doesn't really bump into much, so that, as well as the elbow spikes. Those don't really get in the way too badly. There are some like minor clearance things, like this bit bumps into here, but you know, it's not too bad. It's all manageable. So yeah, ankles, they can tilt all the way, all full 90, and these little winglets can go in and out and in and whatnot, but I prefer not to because they tend to take these things with them, and I like them to have, and I like having them there as kind of a, I guess, ankle plating or something like that. So yeah. All right, that's the articulation. Let's head into the transformation. I don't know if you'll be able to. Thing is, Phantom's transformation is quite a bit different from last time. So first off, what you're going to want to do is rotate the head 180 degrees while turning it up. Next up, you're going to want to flip that up, then fold it, and grab this, fold this down, rest this on that, and fold that up. Next up, you're going to want to straighten the arms out. Just straighten these, get that totally straight, and get them up and out of the way. Next up, you're going to want to move this down until it kind of clicks, I guess. Then you're going to rotate this until this is kind of aligned there, which will give it clearance to slide into there, and then adjust the wing as needed. And do the same on the other side. Fold that down, rotate this, fold it up, and adjust the wing as needed. Next up, you're going to want to straighten the legs, rotate them, and fold that and bend the knee, fold the foot down, rotate it, take this bit, flip it up, and fold this smaller wing back, second wing, I don't know what it's called. Then you're going to want to collapse that all the way in. Do the same on the other side, so just like that, pull that down, rotate it, fold that up, fold that in, turn that in, and straighten everything out, get all situated. And next up, the arms, you're going to want to rotate those in. You're going to want to bend, kind of want to break the elbow a bit. Well, it's not actually breaking, it's just bending the elbow away. Its elbows are not supposed to bend. And you're going to want to do that a little to get them kind of flush with the rest of the jet. And there, you have Phantom in his jet mode, which I really like. This is so much cooler. Especially the cockpit. Oh man, the previous cockpit was not great, but this one with this nose, like with a little split at the end, with a little cockpit, and the way his head kind of poking out, I really like it. I really like it. It is a little bulky, kind of like he has a really thick neck, I guess, but you know, that's avoidable. And he also has quite a few new accessories. So let's just get him back to robot mode. And I'm very glad that, oh my gosh, wings are popping off. If I manage to find a better joint, I will implement that. Absolutely. So just do that. Turn that up. Rotate the head. Get the arms out the way. The legs back, pull that back, turn this around, and fold that in. Same on the other side. Yeah, it is very quick and easy transformation with a fairly decent looking jet mode. I obviously prioritize the robot modes and, you know, stability relatively. I try to prioritize stability, but it's Legos. If something doesn't break, another thing will. So yeah, you can get them in some. Yeah. I also love articulation. So stability and articulation kind of seem. You have to kind of find the balance between them, but I think I did a pretty good job. So for accessories, he has pretty much the same arsenal, just like a few different designs. Like, let's see. Take the arm here. He has his typical blade, which you just You're going to want to take the hand off for every one of these accessories. So take the hand off, plug it in, and plug that in there. And there's his blade where you can stab, and he has 2 of those. So take that off. Next up is his Scorch Blaster right here. Just a medium caliber, basic. It's basically kind of like a pistol-ish, regular rate of fire is all right, but I think the gun looks cool. Next, and of course he has 2 of those. He can dual wield them. Next up, he has his pulse rifle, which is a little different than and much like the Scorch Blaster, it is a lot different from the last time you saw it. So that plugs there, and obviously the elbow can't bend there because of clearance, but it still bends 90, which is good. And I think the pulse rifle looks amazing. So there's that. Next up is his sniper rifle, which I call the Whisper, which sounds pretty adequate for a sniper name. Now this is on a hinge, and so it can move out the way, but you just plug that in, and this kind of fills in that gap, and that looks really cool. Now next up is his basically a grenade launcher that fires energon rounds that explode on impact, which is awesome. To do that, you just want to plug that in, flip that around, plug that in, bam, that's his brutalizer, which grenade launcher, high caliber, low rate of fire, same thing with the Whisper. The pulse rifle is low caliber, high rate of fire. So caliber, just when I say caliber, I mean like how much energon is inside of the round, like how much energon is condensed inside of that round, so basically energy shots and whatnot, blah, blah, blah. All right, next up are his 2 new accessories. First off, we have his saw. He has a buzzsaw because, he went rogue. He's kind of on his own, and sometimes he has to cut through things when he can't just phase through them or, punch through them. Sometimes he has to make more delicate cuts, and this is for when that is the case. And this would be tipped blue because it's an energon saw, but, these don't come in like that, so I just have it like this. Next up is his blowtorch, which can double as a flamethrower in a pinch, but it's mostly used for melting through things or getting through or burning through metal, kind of like the saw. So he has a little bit of both. So yeah, that's about it. And there we have Phantom in his... There you go.